Alright, good evening. So, playing a little bit again. I'm gonna stick to just choosing a champion for now. And I thought about playing Solgard with the Umbra, with a Shade Splitter. So one thing I need to keep in mind that I do not need to win with a champion in both of the allied versions, only one. And I'm going with the Shade Splitter because Tethys cares about the type of attack and spell. It needs to be an offensive spell. Solgard doesn't. So I'm gonna try. Incantable abilities is wonderful on Solgard. Apply Frostbite per shot. And then grant +2 stacks of Frostbite every time. Right, so Solgard doesn't really care about whether or not it's offensive spells. So I can use the Shade Splitters to trigger his incant. On the other hand, of course, it also means that he kind of doesn't deal as much damage. Does that get a Rebel Morsel? Frostbite. He will deal a whole lot of Frostbite at the end. Unfortunately, we currently can't really use him as a tank yet. Because we do not yet have the necessary... Oh, he gets +1. You have a Slate trigger, you die, so... Let's draw, don't want you. Shade Splitter, another Rebel Morsel. Play this dude down here and Frostbite him. So, I can see an issue here. And the morsels do not help. So what I think I'll do is just Frostbite the dude down here. Yeah, the morsel does nothing. They all die to Frostbite. This way the train steward survives. I'm just gonna try to buff the train steward while frostbiting the boss. Let's draw. Okay, Magma Morsel. And a train steward in front. And then a Mind Collapse on the Archer. He survives with 24 health, so I take 12 damage. Oh no, Frostbite. Only 1 damage. Right, so preferably, I would like to have Solgard on the bottom floor. Whether or not that will be possible is another question. And I would like some other incant units behind him. Or, alternatively, Frostbite units. Which both of these aren't that great. At least not for that specific purpose. I'm gonna take the Guard of the Unnamed, not to tank, but to toss into probably a Siren of the Sea. Later on, I don't need to upgrade anything, because nothing is ready yet. Spikes should be fine. That's the Incant Boy, which isn't great. But I think I'd rather incant than do nothing. Now the very good thing, of course, is that the Frostbite doesn't decay. Alright, play this, Space Prism, get a Morsel, and another Morsel. We have a good amount of armor. We can play a second train steward for more damage. We can kill you, and then we hope we toss the Crypt Builder. We did. Wonderful. Wonderful stuff. Right, Flash Freeze. And then Uncommon Morsels. It's just a cheap consume spell. Get me Incant. Or the Cold Celia. That I also take. Units cost less. Historian Endless. Silence. I think I'll take the Endless, the Melting Pact. Get Endless on maybe Solgard. They enter a sub and she applies Dazed on Strike, which thankfully isn't that relevant for Solgard. Unfortunately, Solgard will just straight up die down here. So we play on the second floor, and then we can have a third floor on the top. Yeah, Solgard will not survive that. I can apply Endless to him now. And then place the big man up there. So now, even if Solgard dies, it's fine. Well, Cold Celia also dies in this case, so that's not as fine. Play the spells up here. Yeah, you would one-shot anyway, so hit you, Frostbite. Regardless, I can play Solgard down here to kill the Haster. And even if he dies, it doesn't really matter. Get me a morsel. Oh, you do not retain your shards. So I do need to cast spells down here. One spell, 2 and 3 spells, 4 spells, 5 spells. Apply a good amount of Frostbite on the boss. I don't really have offensive units yet, which may be a problem, both now and down the road. Train Steward or Lifesteal? I think Lifesteal. It doesn't really do all that much, but it does a little bit. Uh, 9 damage and a Foregone Power. For more Frostbite. 98 Frostbite, yeah, she dies, like, don't really have to do anything. Okay. Multi-strike and Ember Drain 4, that I'll always take. Nameless Siren. And I think Ember. I have one floor with 6 spaces, thanks to the Space Prism. And that should be enough for an Incant floor. Another Nameless Siren. Toss Train Stewards. Then Divine Horde. Draw +2 one each turn and return one. Remove buffs. And now we can make Solgard bigger. 50 health. Then play Frostbite 3 and you gain Rage 1. +5 and gain Rage 1. The Rage could be really good on a sweeper. But so could be the armor. Do I get any other units? I do not think so. So in that case, I'll duplicate a Cold Celia. The enemies appearing on these floors, not as good as the raging ones. Also, you devour spells. Need to keep that in mind. Nameless Siren, Shard Splitter. and just immediately give you double strike, even though the Ember Drain may be an issue. Okay. Right, I need the Space Prism first. Play a Cold Celia on the top floor, and she should kill all of them. Nameless Siren here. Kill you. No, that didn't deal damage. Okay, can't afford that. Have a little bit of help. Anthambra Morsel, and then a bit of damage up there, and a Cold Celia here as well. Okay, you need to die. This only deals 3 damage, which is not enough. Okay, that I think is actually maybe fine. So you die, you two don't. Right, a Space Prism is a bit late. I can't really do anything about that. Okay, offering token to Crypt Builder. Kill 1 unit. I should have done that on this floor. And now, do you die to Frostbite? Probably not, looking at those damage numbers. Shade Splitter. Mind Collapse, one of you. Frostbite. 302 damage. Since the Frostbite doesn't decrease, that should still be a good amount of damage. She needs to hit like 2 times on this floor alone. During which I can do... Maybe I should have used that one at first. During which time, anyway, I can do more of this. Yeah, perfect. And more Frostbite. Wonderful. Ice Storm, not really relevant. This is just a 0-cost spell for silence, so I'll take that. And Ember Cache. That's also just free spells. Or rather, free incant triggers. Toss, Train Steward, and Train Steward. Heal. And now we're going to toss the Rage. Actually, I don't think that's all that necessary. I think I tossed the Armor. I didn't really get the best incant units. I missed the Siren of the Sea. I'm gonna toss the Armor into one of the Rage units, so she can tank. I'm actually gonna make 2 of those. It is that one. I hate that one. Spike's Force should be fine, since my main tank does not attack. You have Sweep, you have Double Strike. I do not have a ranged attack, or a ranged spell to help with that. Cold Celia. Then we play the Nameless Siren on the 1 floor above. And finally, Morsels. And a spell. We can play the second Siren of the Sea. Give you Endless. Furnace Top. Ember Cache. And then a Cold Celia on the top floor to kill the little golden boy. Right, that's the other Siren of the Sea. I'm gonna play you here. Offering token. Fortunately not the greatest. offering token. I think I do want to silence this one. Then Foregone Power. And Daze you. We can replace Solgard. Then Flash Freeze, a Merciless Excavator. Now you deal damage, which triggers more Frostbite. Okay. This is not looking the greatest. I think I need to kill this guy specifically. I think I need to use this for that. Now, question is, do we deal enough damage against the boss? Probably not. But we draw Solgard again and can apply even more Frostbite. Which already is enough Frostbite. Can we? Okay, Solgard does not survive. We get 50. That's actually really good for Solgard. Especially one of the tank Solgards. Another Ember Cache, again 3 spells. And since he consumes, that also not the worst to have. I would like a heal. This is Arcus. So if I'm unfortunate, he'll have the incant tokens. Make a spell cheaper, the Furnace Tap. And Grace spell again, Hold Over. The Offering token. I had hoped to gain a... what's it called? I don't know the name, but it's basically the stone that makes it so your units... Strike, apply Frostbite 3 to detect unit. I think I just put one of you into the other. One that removes Consume, but makes the spell 1 Ember more expensive. Because I think that's worth it for the Furnace Top. I already have 105 shards, so this one will be difficult. And this is the Rally trigger. Thankfully, the Rally doesn't really face Solgard, who now has a lot more health. Give him a little bit more health. And then we can play the morsels up here. What is the other shard? Blinding and Looming. Okay, Looming is incant. Need to be careful. Well, you, God of the Unnamed. And then draw one, discard one. Frostbite. Kill you. Oh, Spell Shield. That's a Rally trigger. But I think I can play you, and then we ain't. First off, we silence. Preferably. Wait. Oh, Rally doesn't trigger on morsels. Interesting. I didn't even know that. That's the incant one, so no incanting there. Play you. You get double strike. And then we play a Frenzied Swarm. Which unfortunately didn't even do anything because he had a Spell Shield. We have not yet. Okay, there's the Remnant Pack. Unfortunately, I can't even use it. The Ember Drain is a bit annoying, so I'll definitely take more Ember after this one. Draw. Don't think I need the morsels. Draw. Toss this. Kill you. Draw. Space Prism. Okay, now we have an issue. Okay, I can just use this because I don't have any other spells in hand. Because now Solgod is dead and I cannot make him... I cannot get him back. So I'm just gonna incant up here. Whenever that's possible. And just hope that these two get really, really big. Which honestly should be possible, considering that they trigger every incant twice. I have 13 mana. I can't do anything with it. 13 Ember. Muscle Jeweler, Muscle Jeweler. Unfortunately, you will just one-shot her, huh? More Frostbite. Then, there, sure. Melting Remnant Pact, draw, toss. Morsel for lifesteal. She hits hard. Frostbite 8. She also has 59 armor, which isn't bad. And he's dead. Oh, another offering. Wonderful. And another that way. Trample. Trample could be good. Ember. And a Divine Artifact. Which, what would it take? Damage shield 4. Third spell plus 2 magic power. Then, I would like to upgrade my Sirens. And I can also heal over there, so that's great. Stygian Guard, Consumable Card, or Umbra. I'm gonna take Stygian Guard. Spell weakness 2. It's free spell. And then we can go ahead and upgrade. If I had anything useful here. I think I can. Right, so I think Cold Sealer will be on the floor with Solgod for Frostbite, and then the Nameless Sirens will just have their own separate floor where they hit a lot. Unfortunately, no multi-strikes. Apply Frostbite 2 per shot. 70 health, so he'll have 105. Spell chain or intrinsic. I don't really need shots, so it's fine. Start of the combat of enemies on each floor. And these are probably the most dangerous of those enemies. I just want to make sure that he dies. So 2, which means they get 4. They attack twice. Oh right, they get 4 per, they attack twice, so 8 in total, but then we apply... Okay. I think I got it. Eat up. Okay, second Siren of the Sea, with Guard of the Unnamed enough. But the one with more health. Silence everyone. And then Foregone Power down here, Daze up here. Which means the Pyre is gonna take a beating when they arrive on the top floor, but I think that was fine. Siren doesn't fit yet. I should have maybe made the top, the what is it called? The thing that gives an additional capacity. Should have maybe made that bigger. That is bad because I think we die now. Indeed we do. 2 incant floors, Yeah, that was probably the mistake. An Incant Floor and a Gorge Floor would have probably been better. But I never picked a Umbra unit. Guardian Stone, I love that. Helic Crystallis, one of my favorites. Stewart's gain +5/+5 damage to 2 and multi-strike 1. Probably not. Deal 3 damage per shot. Now, in this case, a Guard of the Unnamed wouldn't be too bad. Because the guard doesn't really deal damage. So he'll just tank, and then Solgard will hit the first enemy, which hopefully will just kill said first enemy. And then, if possible, I'd love to have either a Siren or an Eel Gorgon behind that. Though if it's an Eel Gorgon, like for example, we can take this. Play a morsel in front just so it dies. And then we can foregone power a little bit. Like currently, not a lot of damage. But now I can play the Train Steward behind to actually, you know, deal damage. At least comparatively. Not gonna lie, this Sorgod feels weak. And this Sorgod is also dead. Because this dude hits like a truck. So if he so much as reaches the top floor, the pyre, we die. He's dead. That's great. Just a bit more armor. It was a close one. Offering token. One of them's always nice to have, and making of a morsel. I will try to get a Gorge unit, and I'm gonna try to do that first. Gain damage shield or inert multi-strike 1. Yeah. And then try to feed this one as much as possible. He cannot, however, be on the same floor as Solgod. So I'm just gonna give him quick, if possible. I'll also give him another multi-strike. That's the Incant enemies, which isn't great. And I can't afford the Alloyed Construct. For it is a bit expensive. Oh shit, right, it got frozen. Amazing. Okay, I guess we do Incant up here. But not for long. Right. Switch. I also wanted to try the Sentient more again. With the Wormkin, but I think the Echo Break instead of the Fracture. I think the Echo Break is probably the better spell. Pyre, Sting, and the Bogfly, that's a good start. And one more is added to a floor, apply Reap. Let's do that. And then Revenge, Cultivate 1. And merchant costs are reduced. That is very nice. However, these guys are maybe a bit big, so play on the top floor. And wait for the rage to decay. Can't play another bogfly, huh? That's unfortunate. Well, toss it. And now we can start cultivating. I will kill the bigger boy. Now, best case would be to, as last time, get a lot of... Not a lot of, but get an egg. And then use said egg. And then use said egg to buff it. And to buff it with the incant trigger, not the incant, the inspire triggers. Oh, he's dead. Right. Let's find it. Use it with the inspire triggers to... no, wait, what am I talking about? Decultivate. Or multi-strike 2. That's also fine. Wormkin, Bog Chrysalis. Then we toss the multi-strike into the Bog Chrysalis. And then we give it multi-strike. So it had just two bogflies which both hit for... hit 3 times. And then we have a sweeper enemy. Not great. Not great. We also have a haster, which also isn't great. Toss the train studs. What also would be kind of funny is that one upgrade that applies... What was it called? I think I'd rather heal. No. Take out you. Take out you. So we take less damage. Now what I'd also like to do is make this egg big. Kill you. Sting. And... Unfortunately, I think... Nope, she survives. How does she survive? This is 10 and this is 1, isn't it? Oh, right. She's low health, so she cultivates herself. Kill the haster, so we have a little bit more time to prepare. And the bogflies have hatched. And now we need to make sure we have enough echoes. One of them survived and hit him. Perfect. Arrest rate and detonation is good. And the echo transfer, I think I'll skip at this point. Consume applied armor 2 per echo to friendly units. That's kinda always good. Let's see what else we get. Plus 15, plus 1 inspire, plus 2 and armor 2. Yes. Increase by 1 the echo slots. Most blessed sword, Holiest Shield, Petrified Skull. I think Holiest Shield may be my best option. And I'm gonna put Permafrost on it. Right, first of all, sacrifice. We will put... I can't put him into the egg. I just realized, yeah, there's already something up. So now we get at least 4. And I'm gonna try to have this on permafrost, so that when the final wave happens on the last attempt, when the boss is basically on the top floor with the sentient, we will... Do you push back? No, you apply daze, that's fine. When basically the final clash happens, we will just stack about, what would it be, 5? No, more than that. 10. 10 little shields on them. And that should take care of most enemies. Ayago. Use this and restore. I will not yet use it. You two die, so that's fine. Well, I won't use it in this combat anyway, because I want it to be fully realized as a consumable. Final wave. What I may want is have one tank fly. Though actually I think I mostly just want to make the egg as big as possible. Maybe with a big stone. Right, I need to keep one ember up for the shield. Though, yeah, she's dead. So we can just buff the egg. Spike sumo damage, infuse, consume, gain 1 and 1. This is a really expensive one, but yeah. Plus 15, plus 1 and inspire at... Actually... I think I know what I may want to do. What do we... 4 damage to friendly units. Damage shield 1, dies it is purged. Yeah, take that. I won't take those. Because the bogflies do tend to be rather squishy. Go to the... No, the left isn't really required. The unit I was still looking for is the one that inspires +1 and +1. Whenever you, well, inspire. So that's fine. I took the capacity, which means I now should have enough space to play the egg and the one that inspires for +2 damage and 2 armor. These are the guys that get tougher the higher up they get. They enter with armor. You know, I'm just gonna keep this off. Okay, we play you. We play you. We play the train steward, so he gets purged. And we can play you. Restore. Hit you. Toss the bogfly. I hate that somehow everything has haste. Kill this one. Damage shield. Okay, didn't kill. I still have 13 health, god damn it. Bogfly down here. Pyago, Restoration Detonation. And Unearthed Remains. Okay, we need to deal enough damage, and we do nowhere near enough damage. I think that's a loss. Yep. Oh well. New. with, I think, Flicker. What is good with Flicker? Maybe Imps. No, I want to either reform or harvest. So I think I'll just stay. So I think I'll take Incant with me to maybe put into some of my burnout units. We do have Mollusk Mages, which, you know, doesn't really help all that much. But the Anvil should help. Also, I made a mistake. I know what I'm going with. I lose the Anvil, unfortunately. But it happens. I'm gonna go with the normal Awoken for heals. He has a lot of health whenever he harvests. And for the other two, Reform and Burnout, it is kind of irrelevant what we take, because it makes no difference. Extinguisher Plate, armor 5 to the front enemy unit, front friendly unit. That could be good. And there was Spikes 3, also could be good. They enter down here. Unfortunately, Flicker is not yet tanky enough. I would like to add more harvest units. Oh shit, Monkman Casement. That is great. That I want on Endless. The Harvest Flicker isn't that great against most groups of enemies. However, he is really good against bosses. Because he can just tank them for a long while. As you can see, he just was dead straight up. Molten Encasement? I don't think so. Deal 3 damage to enemy units equal to 3 times the number of friendly units death this battle. Sure, I intend to kill a lot of my units. This is the one that removes buffs. Restoration Detonation. Now what I'd like to have is a Wicked Tycoon. Actually, I meant the Wickless Baron, but I also take the Tycoon. Make you cheaper. Permafrost, I don't think is that relevant. But I'm also gonna make you cheaper and hope I get a holdover on you. Because you're basically just a better reform at this point. Anything to toss? I don't think so yet. Armor 10. Bit annoying because Flicker doesn't deal all that much damage at the beginning. And they deal a lot to him. So I'm just gonna set up on the top floor. But I think this does nothing. But it could soon. Not where I wanted you. Two units die. Just 6 damage. Doesn't actually hurt all that much. So those 3 are dead. Train stood down here and have a heal. Okay, you should die. They unfortunately have a haster, so the guys in the middle will die. But Flicker will probably kill this boss on his own. Just on account of having enough health. except this one. And spikes. Again, Flicker has a lot of health, so that does help. Skip the second unit draft. Unfortunately, no Baron. Okay, let's see what we get here. And it is nothing I want. A dog made of bones, absolutely. You always take dog. Not necessarily because of what he does, just because you always take the dog. Casement. Duplicate this one. And now I kinda want to toss the other Molten Encasement. Pushes attacked units back, which shouldn't be a problem with the Molten Encasement. Do I just... yeah, just start down here. Flicker, Tycoon, Dreg. Not exactly what I wanted. My mistake, I wanted the Entombed Explosive. Oh well. Should have paid more attention. Yeah, reform. Oh, you're an incant unit. Reform here. Place a tank in front. Place a tank in front. I think... yeah, heal and heal. And have a sting. Okay. Entombed Explosive. And then I think a Fatal Melting up here. So you die. Give you spikes since you are the one on... no, actually just give him spikes. Does not really matter. I need bigger floors for more targets of my... yeah, you both had full health. For more targets of my harvest, so I can put more dregs in. That's the final wave. 174. Not the best yet. Now I also don't know if I survived this man. Oh, she's lifesteal. I don't... a mistake made on the first floor, in the first turn. I'm gonna keep with Flicker. Purifying Cleanse, Laser Sharp Edge, and a Fatal Melting. Whenever, yeah, again Rage 3 whenever they lose a stack of Burnout, and units cost, oh, front friendly unit get on each floor gains +5, or they cost nothing. I take the cost nothing. Because these units are intended to die. So we have the free reform. Try and get exactly 2 units that I want to reform over and over again. Yeah, this does nothing. Except take a spell shield away. Kill this guy. Dreg. Purifying Cleanse. And we can just burn out. We can just play everything around. Making the Fatal Melting cheaper. Yeah, you die. Making the Fatal Melting cheaper, and then giving it holdover could be good. I already don't have a lot of health. That is not a loss. We do survive that. With 2. Right, you are a good candidate for getting reformed. A Steel Enhancer. I think I'd rather have a Sting for damage. And you are a very good target for reform. Have another one? Have another one. +5/+5 and burnout. +5/+5 and burnout. If I could have given them quick, that would also not be too bad. And I'm gonna put... Do I put you in one of them? Actually, I shouldn't have bought a burnout. I'm just gonna put one of them into the other. The second they die the first time and get reformed, they have their stats back. So, that's fine. Unit draft. They enter with armor 10. Okay, we play you. You actually don't even die. Now you get killed. And then I can just get you back. Right, I'm gonna kill you. Place these 2, hit you for 10. And we can just play you here. The problem is, of course, if they do not take enough damage, they are kind of at a disadvantage. Oh, I forgot I'm at 2 health. Yeah, that wasn't great. Let's see, Dripfall, Sting, and remove all debuffs and all buff effects from enemy units. What do we have? Honestly, I like the Harvest. +3 magic power. Probably won't be that relevant, but I'll take it. Apply daze to enemy units when they enter the floor below the Pyroom. I think that's fine, and then I set up the Harvest floor on top. Unit draft. That would be best if I also get the... what's it called? That one relic that roots enemies on the top floor. We haven't gotten a kill yet. That's unfortunate. You, down. You, down. Alright, what do we have? 70 damage. 105 damage. 147 damage. 163 damage. So he survives with 12 health. Good. I'm molded. Very nice. And I think a sharpen. Then what do we want? A burnout 3, I guess. And a Wickless Baron. I again, in this case, will go for mainly high damage, high capacity, to put as many harvestable units as possible into my thing, into my floor. I need money. This is a sweeper. And they have spikes. Thankfully I have heals. So we can play Flicker. We can play the Lady of the House. And we can play the Dreg. And then we can just like stun you. The Wickless Baron unfortunately does not fit. Remove all buffs. I'll just play the Baron here. He can have his own little harvest floor. Molded, get her back. Already destroying them. Molten encasement could be fun. None of that. Don't know. I don't think about it. The Razor Edge could be really good for Flicker. Right, to the right, heal, get an artifact. 2 minutes plus 30 health and burn at 1. I don't think I want that. I want my melt thing, my stealth thing to just die. What do I want to copy? I don't think I do. Actually, copy a Wickless Baron. So I can put the Wickless Baron into the other Wickless Baron. Stygian Guard Draft Pack, Umbra or Hellhorn. I take the Hellhorn. A Transcendent. No. And none of this is helpful actually. Palos the Architect. You gain armor on Slay, which is bad because I do want my units to die. I think I'll play up here. And then just sting someone. Play a Molten Encasement, and then a Lady of the House down here, with another... I can't afford a Baron. Well... No rage for you. Drag, and then have a heal. Now, best case, I'll give the Baron also multi-strike. Spikes, you only take 93. And with a drag, you actually should die. And then I just toss you down one. Then I just toss you down one. In this case, I don't think I'll toss you down one. Okay, that's fine. She takes 11 damage here. But I think we'll deal a little bit more damage there. Yeah, she's dead. Yeah, this dude needs multi-strike. Formless Child, spikes more damage. Trigger unit's extinguish ability without killing it. It's a consume. Well, it has Bone Frost, so I can just keep it. I don't think I want either of those. Plus 10 and Slay gain 10. No, I don't think I want either of those. Capacity. To the left, Remnant unit. Big Lady of the House or Paraffin Thug. I'll take the Big Lady of the House just for another floor. Merchant costs are reduced. And then we put the Baron into the Baron. Upgrade, harvest plus 10. Plus 2 plus 10. The harvest used to be very early, if I recall correctly. Used to be that the harvest on Flickr just went absolutely nuts. Like to a ridiculous degree. It was basically just, yep. You get, I believe it was a 5 plus 5 plus 5 on every harvest trigger, which allowed him to stagger even more harvest triggers because he attacked really quickly. Also, I think you go down again. And then have one here, have one here. Right. Unfortunately, not all of them die. I can play you. And intent on death you. Unfortunately, they do reach the pyre. And deal a lot of damage. Yeah, I do be lacking damage. A lot of it. Not good enough. Though to be fair, I'm pretty sure that this Flicker is the weakest of them. What I'm also gonna do, I don't need the healing. So, let's try it with these seeds. Draft, Sharpen, and Engulfed in Smoke. Endless. That I'll take. Then I also don't need to reform. But also means I can basically only play one unit per turn, except the dregs, because they don't really, I don't really mind them dying. Spikes 3. And yeah, just place one of those in front. Nah, you go on the second floor. Like, they all deal 5 damage and then he gets 5 damage, 5 health back. Though to be fair, this time I don't have a heal, as mentioned. So now we can play the draft, and another draft, and a drag. Reform a unit, restore 15 health on the burnout 3. This probably goes on Flicker, as soon as I can give it, well, the required holdover. So to the right I go, let's hope for a holdover. And there it is. Refrain Cleanse. Make cheap the Engulfing Smoke. And make cheap a Sharpen. And then I think I toss the other Sharpen. Remnant Banner. Lady of the Reform. Apply Rage 3 to friendly burnout units. That I'll take. Enemies will be on each floor. Should be fine. Play you. This guy and the giraffe. So they die Flicker dice, but that doesn't really matter. Because I can just play him again. This time with a drag in front. Actually only takes 2. Oh right, because they have less. So I actually play the drag behind. And we can start Purifying Cleansing him. Spikes. Purifying Cleanse. Can't fit a draft. Well, drag. Don't play the draft. This guy has sweep. which is annoying. Another Transduit, and give you more damage. Yeah, he should be able to win this on his own. Yep. What do we get? Plus 10 and burnout 2 to friendly unit. You know what? Sure. Just have Flicker be a burnout man, without even taking the burnout trait. Bounty Stalker. He doesn't need quick, he needs burnout. And endless. Or multi-strike. So we got the boy. We got the boy early on. It is perfect. Automatic rail spikes or the spike driver colony. Take the spike driver colony. I also want to make that better because those slot in neatly behind Flicker and they generally do a lot of damage. +1/+1 and endless. I already apply endless, so that's not really relevant. Because splitting a purge and one down. One ember less. I'm gonna do that. Okay, we can play Flicker. I'm gonna play the Bounty Stalker and then Flicker. Flicker will die. Flicker can die and won't immediately get back as endless, but I think that's fine. Because basically just the Bounty Stalker has to survive, and unfortunately, that doesn't really stack. Don't want to play the Spectre of a Colony yet. I would like to upgrade it first. Right, these roots eat perch, so apply them. Bounty Stalker on the second floor. Spikes and a draft. And a sting. More spikes and a Bounty Stalker, who already has some high numbers. Wicklash. She actually just straight up fucking survives. Holy shit! She survives with what? 47? I think the Pyre should be able to do that. And he didn't even kill him, he just burned out. Formless Child. Plus 10 health and 3 spikes. Consume cards in hand. Add a draft unit to hand. Apply +10 for each card consumed. No. Quick. Good question. What do I put into the Bounty Stalker? I can put something into this Bounty Stalker, and I think it's honestly just I think I'm just gonna remove the. I'm just gonna remove the rail needler thing, because it just gives endless So I can play the Bounty Stalker without ever caring about whether I play him first. Friendly units get +5. Yeah, friendly units get +5. Fire damage. Never really cared about it. Train Steward and Train Steward, and then upgrade the chump. Harvest 2 turn 10. So now the thing I'll probably look at most is whether or not I can copy the Bounty Stalker. Play a draft up here, Bounty Stalker down here. I won't apply it yet because I want to make sure that I have the... I want to make sure that I have the necessary burnout heal as well. Sharpen. Right, play the Bounty Stalker. Just play the Bounty Stalker. Now I can play Dregs down here. Because the Bounty Stalker goes 1 up. Now we can start healing Flicker. And he again just burns out. Which is really funny to me that they can't kill Flicker, he just dies of old age or something. Anyway, Bounty Stalker should be enough. Foam units, deal damage to the front. I don't think so. I don't think so. I just want more Bounty Stalkers. I can have at most 3 because that's how much Ember I have. So no copy. In which case I go to the right. Yeah. Toss the Train Steward and the Train Steward. Merchant of Magic. Okay, spell to cost 1 less. Not necessary. Roll me for holdover. Holdover. On the Wicklash. And upgrade it to cost nothing. Merchant cost reduced. Summon the champion at +10, +10, and -1, -1. Not really relevant. Merchant costs, I guess, though that's, well, 5th, that's still applicable. We do not restore all health when we move up a floor. And we can play Flicker. We can play a Bounty Stalker. Who is stuffed anyway, so it doesn't matter. We can play a Dreg, and we can play a Draft. We can give you damage. Then we can play a Paraffin Enforcer again here. And the Dregs in front. So at this point, he is basically just providing rage for Flicker. And I did not stop playing the Bounty Stalker first. Drag, Bounty Stalker. We just stack as much burnout as we can on Flicker. Right. Can't play the Bounty Stalker down there, so you go up here. We get the entire floor back because all of them had the buff. I think I just play in front. He does not get the spikes back, unfortunately. And you can just go die again. And... crossbow. +4 and burn 4 to friendly units. Damage equal. Nah. What do we have here? Draw +1 each turn. You know what? I'll take that. Then, copy. Where is he? Where is the bounty stalker? Where is my bounty stalker? Oh, he's further up. Petrified Heart? No. I don't think I'll take either of those. I don't really need the Heartstone because I don't want my units to survive. Do I toss something? I don't think I do. So now I'll basically just play the Looming and Shattering. That's Hellborn Harvest. Oh, that's bad. Right, so we start with, that's the incant one, I don't care. Flicker, Bounty Stalker, and Bounty Stalker. Already start slapping Arcus. Now I can't play the Bounty Stalker unfortunately on that floor because the Hellborn Harvest is a thing. The Paraffin Enforcer is at this point probably also no longer relevant. Hellborn Harvest. Again, can't really play the Bounty Stalkers here because triggers after combat for, yeah, this one. Whenever when one of your units dies on this floor, and unfortunately the Bounty Stalkers do count for that. However, their damage is just way too juicy to ignore. And I think I can survive the like 3 damage that they give me. Yeah, toss the cards, toss some drakes. Play you up here. I kind of think I should make one of these two permanent. Did I only have? Why did I only have? Why did I only have one Ember? I had an Ember Drain 1. Oh well. Unfortunately, my boy is gone. Everybody burns out, except Flicker. I think I'll take Ember. I want to make sure I always have enough Ember to play both of my wonderful little Bounty Stalker boys. Channel Song. No. Ember. Can I duplicate? No, I cannot. In which case, I go to the right. Forgotten Boons, upgrade your champion for even more harvest. Is it good? Probably not. But I like it. 40 greater good. Ooh. You are a bit late, but I'm gonna take the 40 greater good. Let's see if I can get holdover on that. I can! Make it cheaper. Reroll. Make, I think, one of the root seeds cheaper. And then Ancient Temple, what do you offer? Intrinsic, exactly what I wanted. On, let's say, you. Engage Pact. Strike, apply Rage 3 to burn out units. You know what? You go on a draft. This way I will fight the... Oh shit, it's not even the last one. Right, irregardless, this way I will fight the Divinity. So, Flicker. And a Draft. The weaker one. They need to die. Do you kill both of them? No, you don't. Neither of you would, actually. Well, Flicker dies. Thankfully, he'll just come back. This time, however, he won't come back if he dies again. Unfortunately, these guys do not have trample. That would just make them even better. Doesn't actually matter all that much, though. Because as long as it's 4 or less enemies, they will kill them. $688 damage. That is enough that the Bounty Stalkers just take care of the job. Bounty Stalker? Bounty Stalker. And again, I hate that I draw this Wildwood Custodian always in the last hand. Or very close to the last hand. Endless Exchange, draw 1. The really weird thing about this guy, he always draws himself. However, it's a free Extinguish trigger. It's a free Harvest trigger, I mean. Don't think I need spell. Don't think I need things. Perfect. What we're gonna do is make cheap the Wild Seed, Root Seeds, and make cheap the Root Seeds. Then, no, not that. Copy a Bounty Stalker. Apply armor, no. Sting spells get plus and magic power. Sure. I don't need to upgrade anything. What I'm gonna do now is toss as much as I can, and I'm definitely gonna toss the Dreg. I have one. I actually have too many endless things that I can't even draw all of them. He will remove buff and debuff effects. Yeah, he just immediately killed Flicker. Well, on holdover. Flicker. One of them. Two of them. Unfortunately, Flicker just dies before we do anything with that. $25 times 2 is a large number. At this point, I don't think it makes all that much sense to keep purifying cleansing the flicker. Well, now I don't even want to play him. Oh, we can't play the Dreg, so he dies. 1, 2, and 3. Right, we play you. And then we play you down here, we play you down here, and we play you down here. Final wave, and it's just three bounty stalker. The bounty stalker could be a bit too good, because this is ridiculous. Last Divinity. What floor would I play Flicker on? Top has Sweep, bottom has Trample. They don't actually kill him immediately, which is a plus. Because that means he can actually stack stats. Oh, they have damage shields. That is not as great. You up here, you up here, and you down there. I'm gonna need a few of you here. Cleanse, one more, and play Root Seeds to draw. All of my stuff is just free and I love it. Right, 1 and 2, and play you up here because we do have the space. One down here, one up here. These die, so I'd rather have the damage. Oh, he's stealth, right. So even more damage. Waves remaining. Can I just kill him? Wait, where's my third bounty stalker? Is he on the top of the deck? He's on top of the deck. Well, wasn't really necessary. Wonderful. Bounty stalker coming in clutch to save the day. Wonderful. No, this one, this axe. New. What else can we do? Hullhorned with a torch. Hey, give me the Umbra with the shade splitter. And if I'm lucky, I'll get the bounty stalker again. Deal 5 damage to enemy when a burnout unit dies. Sure. Get me the harvest. It isn't the best, but I like it the most. Plus 3 stacks of burnout each time it is applied. No, make merchants cheap. They get +4, that's fine. Especially if you don't even attack anything. And again, unfortunately, morsels do not count for harvest unless they die on a harvest turn. Unless they die getting slapped by someone. In which case they do count, but that is honestly kind of actually rare. I am lacking damage on a level not yet seen before. However, we win this. Dripfall, a giraffe. I'll take that. Space Prism I take. And Legion of Wax. It is not the best, but I love it. Remnant unit. I don't think either. I'd hoped for a Baron because the combination that they share is wonderful. You multi-strike 1 and burnout 1. +8/+8 and revenge. Summon one basic copy of Wax. I kind of want to try this if I had something that could take the revenge triggers, like something that heals itself a lot, and I don't. Maybe I do that with the Awoken if I get the chance. For now, I'm hoping for Bounty Stalkers and a Wickless Baron. Is there anything I would like to make cheaper? Not really. I noticed I'm muted. Yeah, Legion of Wax needs a lot of upgrades. So on its own it's not a great. Starting with 2 draft is kind of fun. Yeah, harvest. Get an extra upgrade slot. And money. The reform would probably have been the better choice here. With the 2 draft I already have, because I can just re-summon them over and over again. Play these 2 on the 2nd floor. Dreg. And I think I'll just play a few morsels to take some hits. Making of a morsel. Very neat that I got it again. Now, where's the boss passes? 77 damage, 104 damage, 108 damage. He does indeed pass us. Unfortunately, we can't really do anything about it. Train stood up here with a Marcel Miner, a Rubble Morsel, and I can't afford anymore. Then we can making of a morsel you and give you stealth. 48 damage, which is not enough to survive because he had his crossbow buddy. Not great starts. Molded. Having a molded is neat. Prismal dust for damage, shield, and memento mori, which is damage based on how many enemies have died. Units have died. I'm gonna reform. Then friendly units get +5, and Spescan extra. Now, whenever you play a 20th morsel, they get upgraded. That should be fine. They enter with spikes, so my Drex can kill themselves again. Get a train steward back. Play a drag up here, play a train steward here. Shade Splitter again on Tombra Morsel. Right, the molded doesn't really do anything. Apply X damage shield. Goes on Flicker. I can't unfortunately afford the Memento Mori, but I do have some burnout boys. And no more. This is one of the cases where I would love to restrict the amount of units I have to exactly 2 that get summoned over and over again. Perfect. Not a draft. Or do I take a draft? The multi-strike and burnout one could be really good when I find that unit I want them on. I want to reform repeatedly. Which probably won't be either of those, actually. I'm gonna take the Witless Tycoon, put a bit of money. I don't really need to upgrade yet, so I'm just gonna toss Train Stewards. And tossing, as mentioned, not really a thing yet. Actually, maybe. Put you into the Witless Tycoon, and he can start earning his money. Also, upgrade spell cost -2. Units appear on each floor. That's a lot of damage and I can't reform yet, so Tycoon followed by Flicker. And we just apply you some damage shield. Yeah, just hit one with the Memento Mori. drag and drag. I think I'll just don't use the morsels. Okay, these die. Place some down here, the dregs can just kill themselves on the spikes. Yeah, hit him. Unfortunately, these guys will burn out in just a turn. And I can't really do anything about that. Should have played them on the below floors. Yeah, I don't think. Well, I need to finish. I need to do it with Umbra at least once. Plus 10 damage and burnout, fatal melting, and the mind collapse. The fatal melting is good against groups, I guess. First time each enemy unit dies, add 2 more units to your hand. Yeah, reform. And again, basically I just want 2 units that are really good to reform. And that means I'm probably gonna set up here again. A drag. 3 of them die, actually all of them die. Get them out of the deck. Now they can be reformed starting next turn, which is again funny and kind of useless at the same time. Now I could get a I could get a Gorge unit because I basically guaranteed get kills at some point. Oh, you burn out 2. I'm not gonna put you up there, I'm gonna put you here. Kill the healer. And have just way too many morsels. And have a magma morsel who hits for 60. Don't think I take those. And I don't think I take those. Do I go for a Gorge unit? Anything that I want holdover on? The fatal melting. So yeah, let's go that way. Remnant Banner, Wickler's Baron. Upgrade a spell. No, first let's check if we get holdover. Unfortunately we don't. I'm just still gonna make it cheaper. Artifact. Whenever friendly unit dies, apply plus 10 to the unit. Flicker, Baron, Dreg. Trains to the above, and have a mind collapse. Dreg for 29. I can't play them anymore. We apparently did not reform anything. Hit for 20. I yearn to burn. Fatal Melting deals 24 damage. Perfect. Card selection, not that perfect. Wickless Baron the other one. Sure. Let's see what unit we get, and Bounty Stalker. Well, would you look at that? Is it a bit boring that I always do that? Yes, but on the other hand, it's 25. I don't really care. Also, he devours our spells, I just realized, so no holdover shenanigans. Then sacrifice a unit. +2 and +2. I still would want them to be endless. Purchase better cost -1 and purge. That goes on a Shade Splitter. Those I kinda want to toss. And ton of supplies, Dazed on Strike. Right, let's get Flicker out and the first Baron. The Baron will die, but that is fine. Because I'll just get him back. An Antumbra, I guess. Then we'll just have a Magma Morsel. And another one. Mind Collapse the boy back here. Okay, Bounty Stalker. You are #1 priority. You unfortunately don't immediately die because you don't have Burnout yet. Burnout 3 boy here. And then continue buffing or start buffing the Train Steward. Okay. Bounty Stalker. Wickless Baron. Yeah, have this. Bounty Stalker, now unfortunately, well, I think you can just do that. Burnout 3, 80-45. She does survive, so the Bounty Stalker will be able to hit her. And then no more reform. Yeah, the Bounty Stalker will be able to hit her. Twice. 3 times. I don't know if... I don't however know if that is enough defense. It is now. Devourer of Death. I'm surprised that there's a Wickless in not a tomb. Why summon more slow, copy another on the slow Crucible Warden. I'm gonna take the Crucible Warden. And then +1 capacity on each floor. I won't copy yet because I need to first upgrade my Bounty Stalker. One less, not really needed. Reroll me for holdover. Holdover. Again, they apply, they purge my spells, so, or consume rather. So it is not immediately amazing. I think I'll give you the harvest trigger, so you can stand on the bottom floor. Engage pact. I want to give you burn, but burnout, but unfortunately I don't want you to give you to the dregs one because that's 2 turns. I want you to die in 1 turn. So I need either the upgrade or a draft, and I will not get a draft. I am pretty sure I won't, at least. Okay, we have a Baron. We can play a morsel here to be eaten. Oh, that's the big boys. 3 damage. That makes a massive difference. Okay, Crucible Warden up here. 9 damage. It is not that great yet. Play the Bounty Stalker up here. 62 damage should do the trick. $21 damage. Only 3 damage. You deal 8, you deal 14. So if I do this, you at least die, which is still not ideal. $30 damage. Unfortunately, I'm again pretty sure that the morsels don't count. $27, you need 26, okay, you have 45 damage, that's fine. $144 damage. Fortunately, I don't think I get my Bounty Stalker back. So I'll just hit him for 51. Yeah, I still think that the Umbra, I don't like them. Reform a unit, remove all debuff effect, no. I also no. Nah, it's a good way to get morsels, but I already have a good way to get morsels. Sure. So I need 25 more. I do not get a unit. I think I am through with units. I also do not get a shop, so let me toss Train Steward and Train Steward. I don't think I need to take the money there. Arcane Machine, build a card. Armor, Sap or Region. Yeah, Region effect. A heal effect. And a push effect. For Region 4, so 20 health, push to back. Okay. And trinkets. anything good. Life steal, gain +5 whenever a friendly unit dies. That is kinda really good. Then when I play a unit, a random card in hand is used to 0 ember, which doesn't really happen, so just get more gold. Spikes 4, no, the random artifact always kills me. Okay, get my Baron back. You deal too much damage, so I'll have to play you one further up. And play a Train Steward here. Ah, fuck, I should have played the Fatal Mantling. Didn't pay attention to my Ember. Right. Just Baron, and a Train Steward, and a Bounty Stalker, who will kill something. I think this one's lost, because he will hurt. Yep. Alright, try it with another tribe. What would I like to try? With another champion. I think I'll take Spine Chief, and... what do I use? Probably big units that require inspiring. So, having cheap spells. Cheap spells with a foregone power. Because they are infused. Top floor gains one that cannot be removed. Sure. Probably not going for Frostbite. Friendly units have +5 per echo. Inspire player reap 2 enemies. This is probably not best on the top floor, but this could be. Now I just need something that can use it. Probably units with multi-strike. Or a lot of small units. That's also an option. The Mollusk Mage's not that useful yet. I don't have spells that actually deal damage. But infuse -1 and consume. He actually just already dies. Wonderful. Oh yeah, both of them hit for 45. Now the best case scenario would be getting his thing that applies, that gets me an echo whenever he hits. Definitely take Helica Crystallis. This guy, Inspire, apply +1 and +1 to friendly units. He can inspire. He's also, unfortunately, a bit big. Have another one of them. Sure. Spells. Upgrade spell to cost -1. Helica Crystallis. Permafrost, -110 power. Probably nothing of those. Take the money. Spikes 3. I think I'll pass. Because that one only gave me gold. Play you. Play you. Fracture. Now preferably I'd have multi-strike here. Wonderful. Yeah, I think you can either use units with multi-strike or many small units. Take another one of those. I don't think I'll take another one of those. And now we check for eggs. Didn't get an egg. Sweep, edge apply, reap 2 to enemy units. Not that relevant. But like the edge isn't relevant, but the sweep could be good. I think I skipped them. Multi-strike on you. Endless, unfortunately not enough money. Relic. When a card is discarded, playing a spell enemy, let's get -1. Pillar of Light. Purchase spell, create 3 copies with unhinged power. Or... yeah, I think I'm gonna toss some of the fractures. Then... it is Talos. Which one is it? Armor 5, she pushes enemy units back. Thankfully, most of my units are kinda tanky anyway. Like 30 damage and 30 health and 20 health. And so it's not a bad. Unfortunately, I still think he's probably gonna die. Patched up. Hit you. We need to inspire more. Hit you. And then I have to... no, wait, first. Okay, we didn't toss the important card. And now the Spine Chief is in front again. It's perfect. More armor, and then... fuck. Yeah, we hitting hard. Now let's see if we get the multi-strike path. Adwanda cannot be removed. Yeah, let's take that. And then... Inspire +2 and Armor 2. I don't really want either of those, so I'm gonna skip. And Capacity. Get me to the left. Still higher health. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is toss the Keeper of Echoes into the bigger Keeper of Echoes. So he gets +2/+2. Cost -1, no. And then I'm gonna copy him. Unfortunately not yet fully upgraded, but I guess that's fine. Train Student, Train Steward, what Spine Chief do we get? Strike gain 1. Exactly what I wanted. Spell Shield 2. I don't have offensive spells. Well, I have the Helica Crystallis, but that's about it. So, just not played it, I guess. You and you. Reap. And unfortunately, he doesn't yet fit. You die, you don't. Right, so first off, shelter. Yeah, okay. Frostbite, you get +5 minus. You get +10 actually. You kind of need to die. You take 417 damage. You die anyway. Unfortunate. And now I just have 5 of these. Yeah, okay, this one's not going great. Let's see if the pyre can help save that. It can. Just about barely. Infused Extractor 3, no. D5 dodge twice. Don't think I'll use those. Glacial Seal, probably also not. Then, 2 no unit upgrades, so I'm gonna take the heal. First time each battle card with Consumer's Blade. Add 2 copies, that I'll take. And then I'll toss 2 train studs. I think that's it. I don't really need to go to the temple right now. Fuck. Hate the stupid bird. And I think I'll just set up here instead. You are going to die. I just realized, yeah, now they have consume. I originally wanted to keep that for the shelter. Play a Mollusk Mage because he can hit people. Even if it's not that good at hitting people. Right, if this guy gets through, we're probably lost. So 42 damage, that is not enough. 82 is also not good enough, so we will probably die. Yep. Unfortunately. Well, I got one more, which means I think I now have 5 out of 50, which is a 10th. That's fine. Right, for now, I hope you have a nice rest of your week, and I hope you have a good night.